They escaped the weather and Boston College over the weekend with a 6-point win at Chestnut Hill. Away we go. Uday and Vesar get us started.
You got to stay on the glass with the heels. They are an excellent rebounding team, and that's one thing that Jay Lucas talked to us about was staying on the boards.
And inside, there goes Reneau.
Oh, big time move with his right hand, but
almost 2 minutes in, Miami's got the first points. Vesar at the foul line, pushes it up and scores.
You know this, Debbie, anytime in the zone, you always want to attack the middle. But Vesar being so tall, just turn a little teardrop.
Second best field goal shooter in the ACC at 63%. Allen answered. And Wilson and Reneau. Caleb lost the handle on it. Off the turnover, here's Allen. He's got Donaldson there, and it's 6-2 Miami.
Oh, I love the perfect bounce pass, Debbie, for the perfect finish.
Here's a look at the Wilson turnover.
Yeah, he's got a little slip. You get out and run. Perfect bounce pass by Allen for Donaldson for the layup. On the break.
Here's Vesar inside. He got stripped of it. Carolina thought he might have got fouled. Here's Miami on the run. Henderson crashed into Dixon, bounces there, and scores. Shelton Henderson.
Come on, Debbie.
Look at that body.
Quick substitutions. Luka Bogovac is checked in. Oh, and here's the Henderson move, Debbie. Good heavens.
Good gracious.
You meet him at the rim, and you go vertical right there.
Oh, better offense.
Early 6-point lead for Miami. Stevenson right down the paint, scores with the right hand. 5 to shoot now. Hubert Davis needs a set. This is Dixon. Long 2 is good. Tough shot. Derek Dixon on the board. Allen. Reneau left alone. Left-handed 3 is good.
I like how he took his time.
See Caleb Wilson on this side of the floor. Dangerous.
Here's Wilson. Lost it. Henderson helped on the double to force the turnover. He'll take Bogovac, and then Wilson pinned it on the glass.
My goodness, get that shot out of here. Hey, Wes, there's a block party going on. Get that shot out of here, Caleb says.
We like it. It's
yeah,
entertaining.
I like it. I was like, this is starting to pick up. Another one. Get that shot out of here. Don't bring it back. Let's go.
Concentrating on Miami. And Miami's giving them a battle right now.
Another turnover.
Defense really causing issues. There's a lob and a flush.
This is what you want right here. You want to tilt the floor and get going the other way. Uday, look at him run the court.
Trey Donaldson out front. Here's Allen working on Trimble with 6 to shoot. Got a screen. Fall away 2 is good for Dante Allen. 6 minutes old. Miami by 9 here at Coral Gables. Bogovac sets for 3 and hits.
Yeah,
Luka Bogavac's been on a tear here recently. That's 9 of his last 14 from 3. Carolina's best perimeter defenders tremble.
It's a matchup that they can win right here.
Yep, Henderson drives it in. Second field goal for Shelton Henderson.
Good recognition by Donaldson.
Well, Wes, you know, I'm getting ready to say that's a mouse in the house when you did your garden. Henderson.
Yep. Here goes Bogovac.
Oh, good pass.
Wilson up strong and 1. First bucket for Caleb Wilson. And building what is now a 5-point lead after the 3-point trip from Wilson a moment ago. Here's Reneau against Jonathan Powell and easily scores.
Again, Donaldson.
Reneau a shot fake on Bogovac. Strong drive and 1.
That's just filthy, guys. What took so long, the possession before for the double team? Bogovac, and nobody steps up. And got caught in the cookie jar. Back to the free throw line.
Second foul on Vesar. Back to 10 quickly.
And make shots, and they've done that.
Kick out front. Here's Jaden Young, a 3 off Hubert Davis' bench. Jaden Young had 27 in this building a year ago for Virginia Tech. There's Henderson on the drive and the bucket.
So Jay Lucas told us there's a package for him on the top here in the first. And watch Shelton Henderson working late clock in the middle third. He goes rim body ball right into the chest of Vesar and finishes. He's 3 for 5 in the early part of this game, 3D, and North Carolina's having trouble with this matchup.
When Jay talked about that this morning,
we just saw it right there. Beautifully done in the middle third.
Young fed Stevenson, who got the ball raked out on his way to the basket. That'll get us to a timeout.
And his vertical's 37 inches. Zach Zillner gave us that information, the strength coach for Miami.
Vesar, right-hand jump hook, old school. Jay Lucas had a pretty broad catalog of what he wanted to do defensively tonight. Vesar, long 3 again. Oh boy, and wants the ball, 3D. Here's Evans launching and hitting. Kyan Evans.
What a good job by
Hit it right on time, to your point, partner.
Takes one to know one.
Yes, sir.
Here's Henderson. Bounds away, and they crash the glass. Bessar in there with two other Miami players. Now a lob and a dunk by Uday. Carolina in previous losses to Virginia and previous wins, they've been beaten on the glass. Can they survive Miami the way it's gone here early?
Well, right now,
Here's 5 to shoot with Evans attacking. He's around Henderson in traffic, put it up and scored. Kyan Evans.
I mean, you got to throw it way above the box.
Reneau. Malavitz a 3. And now Young the rebound in front of Allen. And tried to get it to Powell, stolen by Henderson. And he'll dunk it home.
Yeah, that was a smart business decision by Bessar not trying to block that dunk.
No.
Must have heard y'all were here.
We're all about offense, Wes.
Out of the corner, Stevenson. There's another Tar Heel 3.
They have scored on 6 consecutive possessions. North Carolina switching on the top of the floor. Henderson's got to be able to win this.
That's a long 3 for Dograt and a foul on Wilson.
I've heard about your tape measure. You might need an extra one on that one. And you never want to foul a jump shooter.
Momentarily lost. Shot clock did not reset. 11 to shoot. Luka 3. Got it. Bogovac has got a pair of triples in the first half.
Boy, Donaldson can really turn a corner, can he?
Sure does. Look at that play.
You talk about playing the game low to high. He gets his hips and shoulders.
Here's Dixon out front against Henderson. Stevenson cuts to the basket and scores. Nice pass by Derek Dixon.
Great pass.
Redshirt sophomore from San Antonio. Gets it back, goes to the basket, scores. What about the bench production from Carolina in this first half? Miami wants to run 2-on-3 with Donaldson. One man and a kick out for Allen. He'll try and scoop it in and does. Miami back in front. Third field goal for Dante Allen. Caleb Wilson on the floor. Here's Donaldson. Thought about it. Now uses Uday into the lane. Hanging 2 is good.
He does such a good job of taking Caleb Wilson under the level of the screen and then coming off, getting to his right hand.
4-point lead for Miami. Tied at 37. They put 4 in a row on the board. Trimble.
Every time Carolina gets the ball in the middle, something good happens.
Evans will fire for 3 and hit again. Runs the offense for first-year head coach Jay Lucas. Reneau down the lane with a strong move, and he's got a dozen now on his 5th field goal.
They match up in man, and they do a really good job.
And Reneau with force to the basket, blocked by Wilson.
He said, not this time.
Nope.
And Caleb Wilson said, not this time. Get that out of here.
If they're going to make a mistake, Miami's going to make. Trimble. Here goes Dixon, and that got swatted away.
Ooh.
Derek knocked to the deck, no whistle.
Wilson does it, and Henderson said, nah, not down here either. Get that up out of here.
He's increased his acceleration here by 8%.
Look at you.
Whoa! And 1 for Caleb Wilson.
I mean, screen, hard roll to the rim, and look out.
Now here's Dixon. Double team coming in. Ball got deflected away. Malavitz to take away.
High hands.
Allen trying to crash the glass. Throws it up and scores.
Now he's done an excellent job. Then Allen out in transition. I hear a tweet. Flex on him, young fella. Flex on him.
Here's Donaldson in Miami. Lead is cut to 1 after the Trimble free throws. Malavitz lob. Uday the dunk.
My goodness.
Lob for Uday.
Well, the shooter put the ball on the floor, and Uday said, throw it up to the moon, and I'll go get it. Good hands by the big fella. Third version of the 4-man to the 5-man for the lob.
In the first half, checks back in. Here's Donaldson. Quick shot. Uday the rebound. Bessar there. Ernest scores on the jump hook. Carolina going to operate trailing 5. Evans skips it in the corner for Powell. He'll take it on the drive, off the window and in. First bucket for West Virginia transfer, Jonathan Powell. Here's Stevenson against Henderson. Powell. Now he'll step back. That's a 3, it's good. Jonathan Powell. Yep.
Will Wade, NC State, Ryan Odom, and then Luke Lux.
Yep. Here's Donaldson against Stevenson. Oh, a little up and under for the bucket. Doug has, but Caleb has not returned. We'll keep an eye on that for you. Evans Inside, Stevenson to work on Reneau. And
Nice.
a jump hook with a right hand. Uday for Donaldson. Young chasing him. Lob back for Uday in the dunk. Ernest into double figures now.
Look how they're getting number advantage at the rim. 2-on-1.
Wilson with the right hand turns and scores.
Wow, that was
Reneau. Lob again and another dunk.
They bring a big-to-big help right there and nobody on the backside. He's a great rim runner, and North Carolina's going to show some zone here.
Here's Henderson on the drive and a flush.
Really, Dad?
Zone.
When's the last time you drove from the wing all the way to the basket?
It'll be his third.
But to your point, Deb, yeah, but look at this. They left the front door wide open. They drove right in, went in your refrigerator, got something to drink, went right back out the house. Look at that. There's no resistance at all.
Well,
Henderson around Wilson. Up and under. Stripped out of there by Caleb Wilson, and here he goes. Wilson leads the charge. Crosses over into traffic, put it up and scores. Here's Donaldson. Fighting inside, he'll score easily. Tremble may have twisted an ankle. For Hubert Davis against the zone. Dixon all the way down. That got swatted away by Uday.
Uday said, not today.
Evans. Off the Bessar screen. Baseline layup good. That is Stevenson, and a timeout for Hubert Davis. There's a double team with Stevenson. Now Donaldson had it. Able to keep it alive. He'll take it all the way. Scoop it up and in.
Wow. That was a little helter-skelter, but they got it to go in.
Sure did. 75 seconds left. Here's Powell. Stevenson inside. Layup good. Will be home to Pitt on Saturday and next Tuesday night in Raleigh to see NC State for their only meeting of the regular season. Young, a back rim miss. Donaldson, the rebound. That'll do it. Miami goes wire to wire tonight to beat Carolina. 75-66 here at Coral Gables. The Canes move to 19-5, 8-3 in the ACC. Carolina 19-5, 7-4 in the Atlantic Coast Conference.
Huge win for Miami. The details. The biggest one for me, Debbie, they believed that shoot around and they executed everything that Jay Lucas drew up.
9-point win for Miami.